Energy to the world, y'all. What's going on, yo? Welcome to Respect My Journey, man. It's all love to y'all. Positive energy to the world. Welcome to Respect My Journey. I'm Carl Krause, your host, ready, aka Black Magic, aka the Cruising King. You know what I mean? AKA I the captain for the cats in Bronxdale, for my family in Bronxdale. Just wanted to share another episode with y'all, man. Respect my journey, man. Just talk to y'all a little bit for a few tricks. I grew up in Bronxdale Projects, but by way of Highbridge. I used to live with my grandmother and my family, and then we moved over to Bronxdale. What was so real about that is like in Highbridge, other people play ball, but I just remember my grandmother's garden out there in front of the building, and I remember like just a lot of the times going to vote with her, you know what I mean? And it was important to vote, and how she used to talk about, just having a voice, and how many other people died for us to have a voice, our people to have a voice, and people in general, and other sexes, like the females. So, excuse me. So it was pretty cool, to understand, how certain people felt about voting and different political standpoints, different stuff like that. So I got that early. We was big in religion, in Baptist, and we was in Thessalonians Baptist Church over there in the Bronx, next to the 2 and the 5, and I used to go to junior high school over there, IS 116 over there by Simpson Avenue and everything. But my mother, Joy Area Mays, she she was a tough woman. She was strong, smart, beautiful, and she was very outgoing. She loved to do a lot of different things. She loved to dance. She loved to listen to music, stuff like that. And she loved her brother, Tahan Butler. We call him Uncle Shy. That's her twin brother. And he used to take her everywhere. They used to go out together and have some fun. So I used to see my Uncle Shy, God bless the dead, both of them. And I used to see them a lot, just smiling. Uncle Shy come over at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, knock on the door, and of course I'm up. I'm the one that's up, looking around like, hey, who's that? Okay, that's Unc. I want to go see Unc, because our Unc had, he had muscles, he was diesel, he used to have the different white beaters on, the silk ones, he used to have the rope chains and stuff, so, he used to, handsome cat, he had the waves and everything spinning, it was crazy. He had a lot of 360s, a lot of waves, that's the 360s, the waves for everybody else. But, it's real, like, moving to Bronxdale, and I remember me, my dad, and my mom in there, and we in the back room, which looks out to the parking lot. And we looking out the window, and she's just like, it's gonna be okay. Like, we're gonna be okay. And I'm sitting there like, wow. And I'm young, you know what I mean? I'm not even in kindergarten yet. Well, no, I was in kindergarten. No, I was going to kindergarten, And just learning from her was just like, wow, she was super strong. And my uncle taught me how to be a well-rounded person. The same thing with my mom. And my dad taught me how to be a well-rounded person and be a hard-working person, and showing me how to, how a man gets up and go to work. The real man gets up and go to work and not sell drugs. And I was like, all right, I always, thought of that, and I heard it in the movie, and I was like, that's true. And then, I love the Honeymoon show, so seeing Ralph Cramden get up and, drive the bus, and my dad was a conductor from the MTA in New York City, so he was a conductor for the train, the Ford train. So he used to get up at, like 3 something in the morning, a little bit before that, and leave out the house at 4 in the morning, so we can, so he can provide for us, so he can get to work. But he had to walk down those dark, shaky streets in the Bronx, and Commonwealth was one of them, and they had like high bushes and all that. This is before they built anything over there. High bushes, and they had a lot of different rats. People getting stuck up over there. It was crazy. I was sitting there like, man, I used to just watch my dad like until I can see him. Sometimes if he leaves out the front, he leaves out the back, I can't see him. Because our window faces the front, and I lived on the second floor in 1744 Watson Avenue in Bronx there, aka the Rent Building. You know what I mean? So it was like, man, seeing them go across, there's a bus stop diagonal towards where the park is, Rosedale Park. And people know about the 27 bus route that goes from over there near Soundview, the back of Soundview and Pleasant Point, on through this way on the side of my road, and on through under the bridge towards Bronxdale Projects. So it's like when he either goes to the bus stop that's on to the left before the entrance of the projects, or he goes to the one across the street, the park, I can watch a little bit until I can't see him no more. But if he's at the one near the park, I can watch him until, he gets on the bus. And sometimes, you worry about shaky people trying to rob him, or somebody coming out of nowhere, or somebody pulling up trying to rob him. And it's like, it's the Bronx, man. It happens. A lot of things happen in the Bronx, man. The X is serious. It's a dangerous place, and different people do different things for different reasons. So, hey, we all can't, talk about, hey, I know this person or this person. Nah, you don't know what these people do. It's different. So, my dad was a very hard-working person. He served in the Army, too, in Schofield Barracks out there in Hawaii, different places. It was serious. Like, he's a veteran, and my dad, like, he's a calm, cruising person. He's from St. Croix, so he's like a different island person, he teach in different island ways, but at the same time, you can learn a lot from him, because he's calm when he handles different situations, because he's been through a lot. And picture coming from, the Virgin Islands and trying to grow up in Harlem and different stuff, it's like kind of crazy, like stuff, man. And, people trying to take advantage of you, working these different odd jobs, the timing of it, when you're getting paid, how much you're getting paid, the jobs you had to get, working in post offices and stuff like that, it was tough. So, I knew my dad and my mom wasn't perfect at a young age. So my mom, when things start happening rough with my mom, and she used to be a beautician, a hairstylist, got a beautician degree. She got different things. She worked on Wall Street too, the World Trade Center, and she did different things. And she stopped working. Certain things happened in life, and she started taking care of us in the house. Looking out for us and making sure we're educated. So things got a little different. Excuse me. But when we went through a difficult time, when she started using drugs, it was kind of scary, and somebody lets drugs take control of their life, it's pretty hard to kick back. And she made it back from that, but during those times when you see your parent on drugs and one parent trying to help them fight and get off, and we're going through different things in the house, and and this isn't to talk bad about mom, because I love my mom to death. She's an awesome person, beautiful spirit, helped everybody, always took care of people's kids, take them to school, helped save people's lives. My man Nunu, and she's out. That's my man Anthony Nelson. That's my man. All love to the Nelson family. But my mom is a super person. She'll help you out. And she had her battles just like everybody else, and had her demons just like everybody else. So that's why I always respect people's journey, man, because people don't know, like, it's hard to get through life, and nobody needs help with different type of, with anybody else talking negative about them or trying to treat them a negative way or look down on them. Nobody needs extra help. Them feeling bad. They know what they're doing. Sometimes some of the people when you start, but sometimes it's, those drugs are a little bit more powerful than you think, and you can't kick it certain times. But with the help of family and love and the blessings of Lord Jesus Christ, when you touch and you have that strong spirit and you have that positive energy, that light will never get dimmed. It just strengthens. It'll strengthen. So it was like, sometimes I wake up, see my mom standing over me and stuff, it's scary. It's very scary. And sometimes she'll get angry. Sometimes I got hit by bats, extension cords, different stuff. We all did. We got beatings. But that's how, people grew up back then. That's how it was. So I became tough and tougher and tougher just each day. I was a little overweight, so I got called, a lot of different things. And being brown skin, dark brown skin, it was a lot of different black jokes and dark jokes and stuff like that. So, if you wasn't strong, it could kill your self-confidence, you know what I mean? And you could, if you succumb to that in New York City with all those people, there's a lot of different funny people in New York City with a lot of jokes, and at the same time, there's a lot of mean people, you know what I mean? It's a ton of mean people. So, but there's a ton of cool, positive people too as well. So, in the projects, it's different. So when you go outside and you have all those different type of personalities, some of them clash, and then some of them people don't like the way you look or how other people, how other people like you and take a liking to you and stuff like that. So they see that and they try to disrupt that, and you gotta fight back and show them that you're not with it. You gotta show them, but you gotta learn how to sometimes not always fight. Sometimes you gotta learn how to sometimes move away, like get away from the trouble, walk away. There's no need, if you feel and people don't like you, there's no need for you to go around them. You don't have to be around them. Like, true story. That's a fact. You don't have to be around them. You can walk away. You can go do something else. Like I used to tell people when I was younger, you don't want to do what I'm doing, so what? I'm out. That's just a fact. I'm out. I don't care about none of that stuff. I do what I want to do. I'm the leader. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it was tough, man. So, when I was chubby, I got called all type of crazy, sick names, man. Anything you can think about, you know. And then getting called some of that stuff by your family members, it hurts. But you know, you grow thick skin in New York. You know, you can't let too much stuff hurt you. You can't. You just gotta brush it off. It's nothing. It's just words. And you gotta understand how certain words just shouldn't affect you, and especially who you gotta look at the person who it's coming from. You know, so stuff like that. But growing up in New York, trying to find my way, we all looking for some type of camaraderie, some type of brotherhood, some type of person that's gonna help you out and teach you certain positive things in life. And as a young male, it's different. And when I went outside and I started going outside playing sports, I started losing more and more weight and meeting more people, as I'm playing these sports and getting to talk to people because that's just my personality. I'm a people's person. I can, talk to anybody and just, get along with them. It's easy. Like coming from New York City and having to deal with these personalities, you understand who has a temper, how to deal with it because you have a temper and you know how you want people to deal with it. Certain things. We all have some type of temper in our life. Like, I mean, we're all like, we all get angry. We all don't like to be disrespected and talk to a certain type of way. Certain words trigger certain things. That's why we learn in New York how to express ourselves and watch the words because the meaning of certain words can get you hit, hurt, killed, any type of thing, anything quick. So if you don't want those problems, you watch what you say to people and you watch how you handle people. So I used to have to learn how to handle people as a young kid from kindergarten and up. You know what I mean? And I was just different. God bless, I had a talent, a blessing that I can, pretty much see when somebody's lying, like when they try to come with their BS, I could just feel it. And I don't like it, their spirit be off, everything is shaky about them, and I just catch it, and I'm always right. So it's crazy. So getting back to, things with my mom, so after this stuff happened and my dad was trying, and then things happened where my dad had to move away. He couldn't stay with us no more when I was like 9 years old, going on 10. And I blamed my mom and found out the story about that, but that's for another day. And growing up doing that stuff and trying to make my way and play basketball when I was looking for this camaraderie, you're meeting different people and you understand I can't trust these people. Some people I can trust. Some people take a liking to you. I started playing baseball first because my dad loved baseball and he played baseball. He played baseball in the Army too as well. So I was just like, I was born left-handed, and he told me my whole life I was right-handed. So when he told me that, I just believed him. So I started doing everything, right-handed, stuff like that. And I grew up with my brother and sister in the house, and my brother sometimes would come outside and play baseball, and he started playing baseball on teams and different stuff. So he was like pretty good and actively super fast. He could run super fast. He was athletic. He could dance. He could rap. He does different things. Just like we are. We're all around people. We have multiple talents. We're multi-talented people. So we have different talents. We have multiple talents. So when he started playing baseball, I kind of started looking and I was playing baseball some more too as well, and softball. But I played more softball. And we love softball. We played that in our projects a lot. We used to play against the first section. We have 3 sections in my projects. And we used to play baseball and softball against different teams, the older guys and the younger guys, in the big oval park or the oval section of the, the grass part of the projects in the middle. And there's 2 sides for each side. So when I started playing basketball, the thing that helped me, it was like I didn't want to grow up in this type of environment anymore. Even though it was an awesome environment, people looked out. It was so much, it was like a big family out there in Bronxdale, And my mom and dad sometimes sat out in the back, but sometimes my dad would sit out in the back and watch me, with his radio, because everybody else would sit on the benches in the back with their radios, and it was cool. They'd play the cool music. And there'd just be like the Nelson family out there, everybody, all the different families from there. It's like the Francis family, just everybody, and it's like, man, it's super cool. The food sometimes they'll bring out there, the parties they'll have, the games we'll play, just hearing them talk about different old times and seeing them interact with each other, man, used to be the coolest thing ever. It was the coolest thing ever. You couldn't tell me nothing, man. It was like, it's like, I don't know. It's like living and watching a movie at the same time. You're just always entertained and you're always learning at the same time. So going up there, it was amazing. And when I started playing basketball, Jared and Brian, Carl, and Jamal, those are guys from around the neighborhood, and they wanted to play some basketball, man. And I had a basketball. My mother gave me a basketball. Well, we went and got a basketball, so I opened the bars. You could take out the bars on the projects. So I opened the bars, and I took the bars out, and I threw them the ball down. And I wanted to play basketball, so I was like, man, it was like, yeah, we about to go play night ball. I was like, what's night ball? This is crazy. I'm like excited, intrigued, I'm curious, all types of stuff. I'm like, come on, man, I want to see what this night ball stuff is about. And I go look, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not supposed to leave the house, and this is a project, so like I said, so it's not like it's a house where you can lock the door when you leave. I don't have the key. I'm young, you know what I mean? And I'm literally about what, like 11, like 11 years old maybe. And these guys, I go outside, leave the door unlocked. That's a big no-no in the projects. Can't do that. Got in trouble for that, definitely. I went outside, I went and watched them play. Man, when I seen them dudes getting down, I was like, what? This is crazy. Dragging the new sneakers, the Jordans. They doing finger rolls. They saying, hey, finger roll talking. No, what's a finger roll? I don't know what this is. This is basketball? This is fire. This is hot. So I was like, all right, this is cool. So after that, I was like, that's what I want to do. They was out there smiling, passing the ball to each other, shooting, playing D, competing. And I wanted to compete, and I wanted to learn this sport. So I still played baseball. We played football. We did everything. We like sometimes Mr. Jeff was the box. We was in karate with Mr. Jeff Gordon. Jihad. His name's Jihad now. All love to you and your family, Quay Gordon, everybody, Jerry Damien, everybody. Miss Gordon, God bless you. Everybody. So it's we was out there and we used to do everything, playing tournaments together and stuff. So when I started getting good, after I seen that, Brian and those guys playing, I just had to figure out a way, how can I get better? How can I make it out these projects? And I was like, I'm gonna make it out using this basketball and using my brain to get these workouts in to get better. Because I know there isn't too many people out there that's gonna help me and be like, hey, come on, I got this workout right here. Or come on, I got this gym right here for you, and stuff like that. So I was like, I'm gonna make it off the streets. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to get on teams, and I'm gonna make it off the streets. Because my mom's is, she's on drugs, and we need to get her off. And I need to find something to do so I can release some of this energy and stress and negativity that's in me, because I'm already thinking different stuff. But I'm still positive. My dad's working hard. He's going through stuff, and he's coming from Brooklyn to see me now. And I don't see him as much as I want to, and stuff like that. So it's pretty tough as a kid, And I was always, like I said, I was always a leader. So I knew what I wanted. I worked at my goal. I set the tone. I was like, that's it. Once I set my mind to it, it was over. It was over. I did what I wanted to do. So I started working out in the park every day, in the projects every day. They used to have shootouts, from the 80 building, which is diagonal, it's like this. And they would have shootouts, boom, 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 and the basketball, made a basketball court hitting the other building. So there's the basketball court right here, the other building's on this side. And they be shooting through this way, boom, boom, boom. And I'm right there on the court doing moves, finishing different ways. And at one time, I remember I finished fake this way, and I finished back this way, backwards, on the other side of the rim. You finish that thing off. And I was like, bing! It's like, damn. Hey, as soon as the bullet, bullet just missed my face and binged off the poles. We got a pole right there under the basket, and that holds the basket up on the west side. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I still gotta work out, yo. You know what I'm saying? For my mother come out here because they shooting. I'm like, man, I only got a few more minutes, yo. I gotta get some more shots at and work on some more moves. So I used to work on moves, shaking my shadow and shaking sticks and rocks and just bang, 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 doing stuff. Just trying to get crazy, trying to get creative. And somebody screams out from the building behind me, I think like the 6th floor, like 5th or 6th floor. Yo, shorty, go upstairs, get out of here, you crazy, go upstairs, they shooting. I'm sitting there like, so what? But like, cause it's like, yo, we was used to a lot of stuff back then, we was used to different stuff, we was a different breed of kids, And even though you shouldn't get used to, gun violence and stuff like that, we just knew what we was going to do every time they shoot a gun, stop everything. That's crazy. You can't do that, man. You can't live life in fear. People talking about pulling out guns and stuff. It was too much, man. We need to live life. We have to live life, and people shouldn't be afraid to live life, and you shouldn't be afraid to come outside because people want to go crazy with these guns and shoot, and there's a lot of kids around here. So it was tough, man. And I seen different people do different things, and I'm like, all right, I'll never want to be like that. I'll never want to be like this. I'll see my examples in front of me, what I didn't want to be like, and I'll have this right here as a tool, just to help me out. So I kept my path like that, and I worked out, and God bless people like, Brian Cash and guys like my man Red from the first section, my man Red, Spanish dude with the red hair, he's from across the street. All love to my man Red, facts. He used to take me to a different college and go work out over there so I can get a college ride, when I start rocking. And Brian, he used to work at White Castle and take me to his White Castle, like corporate games under this bridge. First time I ever seen the bridge, the basketball court under the bridge with the chain nets. It was crazy. I was like, oh, this is so cool. After you see White Man Can't Jump in all of those movies, it was crazy. So these are the things like that helped me grow up watching all the stuff. I'm a historian of the game, so I had to be in the story of the game because that's the type of time we grew up in. We grew up in a time where you studied different people. You knew their stats. You knew everything about them, like different stuff, what they like to eat, their family members, how many different family members they had, all type of stuff. We know their life story. So this is the stuff we know. We know their moves, what they like to go to before and end the games, how they like the defense if they play defense. All of that stuff, man. So being a historian of the game, I was like, if you couldn't like carry that conversation when you're in the midst of this the basketball world and the people that ball, not the hoopers. Even the hoopers they have different knowledge. In New York City, we have knowledge about all sports, hockey, whatever. It doesn't matter. So if you don't know baseball, you don't know your football, you don't know your hockey, you don't know different stuff, boxing, you don't know certain stuff, you gotta relax. You gotta just keep your mouth closed. So in order to interact with certain people that might can help you, you need to know certain things to get in the conversation. And that's just how it is. And certain people don't talk to everybody, so you just can't butt into different people's stuff. And there was groups of people, in the park and different places in the projects and different places around. Like you just can't walk up in and then just carry a flow of conversation with it. No, it doesn't work like that in the Bronx, not in the X, not around my neighborhood. It's crazy. So when those people took me to these different, workouts and different stuff, I was inspired. My first tournament was the youngsters tournament across the street in the first section. I grew up in the second section. You know what I mean? And I said it's 3 sections in my projects. In the first section, what they had, everybody, all sections are different, but the first section, was a lot wild. It was crazy over there. Different stuff used to happen. A lot of stuff used to happen. A lot of shootouts, a lot of fights, a lot of different stuff. So my mother was skeptical of us going over there. We new to the projects and stuff like that. So when I started playing there, the youngsters tournament, we had yellow and black shirts, T-shirts, and stuff like that. It was crazy. So they had different songs popping off. And they had the different music. They had the speakers out there. They had the people going crazy, and it was like near the store, so it was like a little square thing in the back, and there's like a cul-de-sac in the back of the court. And you sit there, you be like, man, people can watch them out their windows, and it's crazy. And this is my first tournament. I wore number 4 because of Chris Webber when he just got to the Golden State Warriors. This is a fact. Man, I played with my man Kyron and different people, and my man Ed, I think he's from Mount Haven. My man Ed, smooth, man, tough dude, short point guard, smooth. Me and him was out there killing with Cobra Kai, all love, Cobra Kai, my dude. And we was out there killing, oh man, something crazy. And I was getting comfortable, just, coming into my own a little bit with my ball handle. I was a little chubby dude, but I got a handle, I could shoot, and different stuff. So I started losing the weight, like I said, because I worked out every day. Watching, doing above the rim regimen, doing my abs, working on my muscles, doing curls and different stuff. A lot of push-ups, getting right. And then, so I got better. I started getting better and better. And then during that time, I got put in DP tournament by my man Freedom. Shout out to Freedom, Wild Kingdom, all love. Right over left, be the best. So after I did that, I went and worked. I went and played in a tournament that's in the third section. You know what I mean? It's the DP tournament. It was the housing tournament. Man, people from all over, different projects come into play. So you testing your game. There's tough people. There's gangster people playing. There's other people that just they rough, and there's other people that got skills. So you can't show no fear, and you can't be scared. You gotta go out there. You gotta work hard. You gotta bust your butt. You gotta play. You gotta compete. This is how it is. This is the court, and on this court, it will be fights if it get that way. And you got to be ready to defend yourself with these things, your knees, feet, whatever you use, champ. But you got to be able to go in. Man, if people see that, like it says New York, that's the life. If people see that, you're going to become food. That's easy. It's food. It's cake time. But, God bless, I never was like that. Never. Wasn't playing them games. That's not me. So, I was out there cooking, man. My team, we had Matumbo, pause. We had my man B. Dix, pause. Brian Dickinson, you know what I'm saying? And Free was coaching us, and Johnny, God bless, my man Johnny. And then, we won that tournament. So we won the youngsters tournament, and we won the DP tournament. And when we fast forward, let me tell you one thing real quick about the youngsters tournament. In the youngsters tournament, I had the championship was moved to the big park, Rosedale Park. We call it the big park. And in the big park, all the top players out there, and they have the Pathmark tournament just started. And Master Rob and Big Les and Reggie Freeman, Bevon Robin, all type of different players. The Maniac, J-Bo, just all type, Russ, all type of people, just Kyrie Irving, Pops, Dedrick Irvin. He came through a lot because that's his peoples, that's our block. Man, Ed Duncan, my man, like Troy Truesdale, God bless his dad. My man, Total Package, TP, Pat Cemetery, Mo Better Black, all type of different guys. It was just sick, man, watching people play. Like, Chauncey Billups came through, Ant Pale, all type of different people. Darko Milicic, all type of people, like Shamgar Wells. Like, everybody, Speedy, from above the room, my man Speedy, all love. Jay-Z, Juan, OG Juan, all y'all different people used to come through the park, man. Play one-on-one things, tournament stuff I seen. It was crazy as a young kid coming to that park. So, the championship is there, so I know different people's watching. Fast forward, I'm killing. It became down to me shooting the last 3 shots. And I got fouled shooting a 3-pointer, last 3 shots. And now everybody gets off the court. I'm at the free throw line. People underneath the basket screaming, yelling, going crazy. I'm like, oh man, never been put in a situation before. This is my first experience of a crunch time situation. You know what I'm saying? At a young age, I'm like, literally like, at this time I'm like 14. I'm like 14, 15. I think I'm like 14, 15, yeah. Because I was playing 15 and under. So I think I was 15. So I'm hitting this shot. I hit the first one. Dude screaming again. I hit the second one. Last one for the game winner, for the chip. Bang, cold blooded. I hit that joint. I was like, that's crazy. I was so hyped. So, we won. My man Kyle was crazy. My man, the referee was trying to cheat us. It was sick, man. My man Kyle came through with that butcher knife, ready to finish that ref running across the street for the projects. Crazy stuff I ever seen. Come with a butcher. Yo, it was too funny. It was crazy. That ref took the way and said, boom, and he took off. It was like Friday. He's like, you want some of this too, old man? Nope. He was like, he ain't waiting for that dude to come across the street, running tall, coming to finish you, because he fouled him out. We was out there winning, and he fouled my man Kai out. He was out there rebounding like Bill Russell out there. It's crazy. So anyway, man, we won that. I won the youngsters tournament, won the DDP tournament. Then we get to the Pathmark tournament, and then we had the tournament in our section. God bless. All love to Milo and them. We had the Summer Madness. Summer Madness was the best. It was crazy. Summer Madness and the Pathmark tournament was crazy. Excuse me. Yeah, Summer Madness and everything. It was crazy, man. Popping tournament. We had the different colored shirts and everything with basketball and Summer Madness face there. Like, it was sick, man. The teams were sick. People came from different places too as well, and different stars played, different street ball legends. Kenny Satterfield, Majestic Map, and different other people, you know, the Future, all type of different people came through there and played. You know, Malloy Name Smith, God bless, all love. Jalen, God bless, positive energy, keep doing your thing, Jake. We see you, man, all love. I'm watching all my people's kids and all my people to do good, and I want everybody to do well. So, all up. But yeah, back to live action. So we, we won the tournament and playing in that with the playing against the puppet master, my man Robbie, and playing against Milo Fernando. You know, my man Fennell was nice. We had different people. Fada was out there shooting that thing. Dave was out there shooting that thing. DC. We had mad different players. Man, I'm talking about like now used to come out. I'm talking about players that just came out, and then other good players. You know, like other tough players. And it was like, man. And I'm playing my man Matumbo and them. We won that Summer Madness. So I'm sitting there thinking the other day, we got that shit there. And then we went to the Pathmark tournament playing 16 to 18 under, 15 to 18 under, and I'm playing unlimited. I won the chip in the 18 and under 2. You know, playing for Coach Johnny with Matumbo and them and Freedom and all that, put me on, you know what I mean? So we won that too. So I'm sitting there like, yo, this is crazy, man. I'm winning in all things right now. I grew up playing in Lambert Projects too when I got older. But I would go around to different parks, you know, different places, Monroe Projects, go back there to Classroom Point. I'll go over there to Story Ave. I'll go over there to 3rd Ave. I'll go over there to Whole Avenue. I'll go over there to anywhere, Hunts Point. I'll go anywhere. Gauchos. I was in Riverside, went over there. I went over there as a young kid. I went Wagner Projects out there, played in a tournament, did my thing. You know what I mean? And people started messing with me more. I went all over Webster. You know what I'm saying? I was in different tournaments. I was out there playing, rocking, just trying to get my name on, just like a rapper's trying to get his name on. You know what I mean? He's going out there to battle different people. I'm going out there to compete and battle and show people, look, last time you see me, next time you're going to see me, you're going to be like, oh, that's that kid called Krause or called Isaac, like they used to call me because they didn't know my real name and different stuff. And they be like, yo, that's that kid from Bronx there, or that's that kid from this. You know, and I'll be coming out there representing for my hood, for my projects, representing for my family, myself. You know, we out there, like, it's crazy. So I knew I wanted to leave an impression on people when I played. It wasn't going to be just like, yo, oh, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. Nah, you don't know what I'm going to do because I don't know what I'm going to do. So when I have fun out there at the game, in the games, it's like the best type of fun is not knowing, playing instinctive, and then at the same time playing smart and adding things to your game. Me watching Kenny Anderson, me watching Rod Strickland, me watching Johnson Petrovic, me watching like Avidas Sabonis, me watching like guys like Shamgar, like I said, Charles Jones, Ed Booger Smith. Oh my great goodness, man, that dude, that's my dude. Javon Bam Moore. And man, meeting Ed Booger Smith would be way better than meeting Michael Jordan. Shea Cotton, all type of stuff. Stephon Marbury, Allen Iverson, Jamal Tinsley, like Baron Davis, Steve Francis when them dudes was in college and all that. Tyus Edney, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, all type of dudes like Nick Van Exel, Vernon Maxwell, my dude, loving to death. Like all type of people, man. Just being historian in the game, like. Just understand what people like to do, man, because it's crazy, man, how many people don't study these things. Pearl Washington, God bless, R.I.P., Mr. Washington, like, in Earl Monroe. But these different people had different games. Mark Jackson, they were smart. Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, they played the game different. They were cerebral. They knew how to set people up with and without the ball. Certain people play defense better than certain people. Terrell Brandon, pull-up jump shot. Dana Burrows, mid-range. Like, I used to watch different people for certain different things. Like Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars and different stuff. They had different attributes and different things I loved about their game and I loved about them as people. So that's how I found out about certain things. But just all of this, I used to like try to equip this in my game. Watching Soul in the Hole every day. Watching Above the Rim every day. You know, watching White Man Can't Jump every day. Soul in the Hole, I watched that thing over 8 times a day before I went to the park. People wouldn't know that. Like the same thing I did with White Man Can't Jump. Some people around my block used to call me Sidney Dean. My man Nino Brown, used to call me Sidney Dean because I used to do the behind the back, between the legs in the park layup, like on people, like in games. Like I used to do that in high school too. But just a little bit about my life, man. Just a little bit, just to share and show y'all, man. I just, just to let y'all know, man. Growing up in Bronx, that was tough, man. It was hard. I know about the government cheese. I know about, the cans of peanut butter, the big, big, thick cans of peanut butter. You know what I mean? I know about that big block of cheese, champ. You know what I mean? Like, I know about them food stamps. Me and my brother being embarrassed going to get stuff at the store, and myself, him doing it himself. Like, just going to that church across the street trying to get free stuff, man, and bread, the hard bread and everything, the powdered milk. Like, I remember a lot of stuff, man, just being hungry, and sometimes, my mother just trying to do the best she can, and my father helping, going through tough times, as a young kid. So all I ask, man, is people just be more mindful of what you say about other people, because you just don't know what certain things hit home. You don't know what other people already went through and how they don't need your help. You are not the checker of other people, because like I say, when I say the checker of other people, it's not up to you to check anybody. It's not up to you to check anybody unless they're coming at you and trying to disrespect your family name and your name. You know what I mean? Just like some people trying to do with me, I'm going to check you and I'm going to let you know, and I'm going to speak out against certain things, because you're not just going to talk about me and you're not going to disrespect my name. I work too hard, like I just explained to you. I bust my butt every night, every day, balling, working, in the pursuit of happiness to try to take care of my family and show them that I'm going to be the one that's going to get to college from the projects. I'm going to be the one, even though I didn't know what college was and anything else and the difference between college and university when I was young. Nothing. My sister showed me that way. Letitia May showed me that way. My brother showed me how to be, just smart and how to maneuver in the streets and how to be cool, man, and just understand certain things about the streets and yourself. My life has been one amazing, tough journey, man. And I was blessed to do a lot of different things and be over here playing basketball and be able to talk to you and gain fans and stuff. Because I knew once people get a chance to get to know me, they would like me. And I knew people would appreciate my talent and how much work I put into it. Even off the court with studying, but on the court, even staying out of trouble with certain things. Like, it was tough. And even just, almost getting robbed a few times in the store, walking in the store, and the man comes in to rob the store, and then two other dudes come in with the machine guns and stuff like that, coming to rob the store, and I'm in there, and I just wanted to get $100 from my mother after one of my AAU practices with Doc. And getting back, taking the train from down to Manhattan, an hour and change, almost 2 hours to get back, and then walking through the dangerous neighborhoods, and then getting to the store only to, almost get robbed and held up, and by the stores getting robbed and held up. Like, it's just times like that, just crazy times, So that's a little bit of what I wanted to give y'all, man. Just a little shout, just a little something, man. This is serious. My life is serious to me. My name is serious to me, man. And it will not be disrespected by nobody, man. I'm not playing with y'all. This is love. I share positive energy. I help people. You know what I mean? You're not going to sit here and assassinate my character like I'm some creep out of nowhere that don't care about the people. The reason I was doing certain things, but it's because I care about people. The reason I didn't sell drugs and do all that stuff is because I care about the people, because I seen my people get hurt by it. I seen my family be affected by it. That's why I don't sell no drugs. I don't want to sell no drugs. I really can't respect the people that do that and sell that different stuff, because I know what it does. I know how it separates family. I know how families give to the other people out on the street, and it affects them. It takes away them. It takes away from them the times that they might eat, or the time they could have something extra clothes-wise, or a bill paid, or anything else that's going to the drug and that's going to the dealer. I know about that. I know about that feeling. I know about being around somebody on drugs and you just gotta just sit there and take it and accept it. I know about being in crack houses. I know about being in that real Carter, not the one from New Jack City. I know I had to stab somebody in there when I was a young kid, just to protect my mom and myself. There's different things you don't know. I stayed strong through more than you people even get. More than you people even get. Being falsely accused for different stuff when you're older, it's just a horrible feeling, because you know what you don't do and what you don't allow. I have rules. Like in my life. I don't hit women. I don't beat women. I don't do any of that, because I seen people get beat that I know. I seen other people go through it. I seen it in the Bronx. I seen a lot of stuff. I hate that. I feel that all men that beat women are cowards. They're corny. They're faggots. I mean, excuse my word with the faggot stuff. But I mean that you're like a weak person. I don't mean anything else by it, just like a weak person. That's all. Like it's just sucky, man. It's sad. You know, to hit women's. You know, like they can't defend themselves. You know, they're not as strong as you. Like, how can you like get off beating on a female? Like, just I just it's disgusting. It's whack. You know, people. There's going to be a lot of women that's going to test your character. There's going to be a lot of females, not women, because it's different between ladies, women, and females. Like, you know, and females are still trying to find their way into growing to being a woman and a lady. You know, so it's different. So like me going through all of this stuff, man, just made me a stronger person. It made me more like generous, more giving. Seeing my mother bounce back and being a strong person and always wanting to give, always wanting to help and share her journey. She became a nurse after that, after getting off those drugs. Getting a nursing certificate. We was right there with her. I'm just saying, positive energy, that's the way, because of positive progress through believing in Lord Jesus Christ and Father God and the angels and praying and meaning what you pray for. You know, that's real. That's going to come into your life. Just like a lot of negative energy, man, you out there talking negative, it's going to come. It's going to come back. That karma is serious. And she put it out there, man. She put out that positive and she got it back. You know, God bless her, and I hope she's doing well. Part of my journey, I just want y'all to know some of my rules, man. I don't believe in people beating on women. I don't believe in disrespecting your parents, you know, and just out there cursing at them, yelling at them, and thinking that's cool. I don't believe in interrupting people's lives, whether you don't mean well. I know that's why you're interrupting their lives, you know, trying to mess with a bunch of females and different stuff like that, or dudes, you know, you're interrupting their lives because somebody else better can be occupying their time, you know, and their mind and their heart, trying to do something with them, trying to, you know, maybe build something positive for them and themselves. So I don't like having like false and fake relationships, you know what I mean? It's corny. I like to be straight up. I like to be straight up, man. I don't like these different people. That's part of the reason why I don't get along with a lot of people, well, a lot of other people that are fake and corny, because they think that their money or the relationships they have in their families or the stuff their families join, they feel like you have the right to get ahead and think you better than people in these different little functions and all that stuff from your secret society, whatever, man. Nobody cares. Listen, you can't be living off nobody else's name. You got to build your own name. When you going to build your own name? You going to be successful? What are you going to be successful at? You know, you got to make your opportunity. You got to make your way through life. You get the same amount of minutes, time ticking as I do, the same type. Same type, 24 hours in a day. You got to do it. You know, it's right over left be the best, man. That's how I step. 10 toes, 2 feet. 10 toes, 2 feet. Lord Jesus Christ, I stay complete. This is serious. I'm not trying to sit here and rhyme to you. I'm just trying to sit here, talk to you the right way, and talk to you nice. Just like I want to be talked. This is serious, man. So when I'm out here and people see me, just understand, man, I don't care about any of the lies you hear, cause this, cause that. I never, ever, ever walk up to people and just hit you. You have to do something to me. You have to do something to me, man. I love my son. I love my people. I love all of y'all. I love different people. The only barrier is supposed to be the language barrier. And that's what it's supposed to be. So through the communication, man, I just would like to say, man, I hope everybody, you know, enjoyed what I shared, you know, and the information to be out here some more. I'm going to talk about different things in my collegiate career, more about me growing up and playing against certain people. I'm going to talk more about, you know, different things that I went through, different games I played in. I'm going to answer any questions that you have, any other questions, you know, feel free to send them in, you know. And I want everybody to respect my journey, man. I built this and I started this and I went through the pain and blood, sweat, and tears for this. You know, throwing up the X is more. The BX connect around the whole globe. And I have fans around the whole globe because I was blessed to do this. I left a good impression, a great impression on a lot of people. And I only wanted to share that positive energy. That's it. I just like when people do well, and I'm trying to do well myself to help my family and myself. Okay, so I can help some other kids and some other people, you know, some other adults grow and get better, and maybe they can help other people, and that it can be a contagious thing and a positive energy contagious thing instead of the negative. Because Lord knows we have enough negative with this music coming out now, these different stigmas they have, the agenda they have, what they're trying to do to us, you know. So with that said, I'm done, baby. All love to y'all, man. Except, I hope y'all enjoy. Easy.